You could take another sip, another sip, another sip, another sip. Yeah. I only take a little bit, little bit, little bit.
Today I'm working from home as a school nurse. If you're interested in what a day in the life of a school nurse is at home, continue watching. Right now I'm just checking emails, trying to figure out what's happening at the start of my day before I start getting ready. And now I'm just selecting some music to get my day started while I make up my bed. I try to make up my bed every morning when I wake up. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'm starting here, just putting up some dishes, trying to get the kitchen a little bit clean. One of the perks of working from home is that I can work on some things in my home. And what would be a day if we didn't start it off with coffee? I love coffee. Coffee makes me happy. I need my caffeine. So yeah, I'm about to indulge in my happy moment. So now I'm gonna add some cinnamon sticks to my coffee. I love that. It gives it a lot of flavor and it just tastes so good. Then I'll also add some honey to my coffee. It is also eggnog season, and so I love adding eggnog to my coffee. Today I'm trying the Chobani oat milk. It was a little bit thin, not my favorite. I probably won't purchase it again, but I do like the other alternatives for eggnog. It does taste pretty yummy in your coffee. This maple flavored whipped cream is so yummy. It tastes just like maple syrup. I put it on just about everything. Mm. And adulting is all about having your water and caffeine. Okay, and now I'm getting ready to start on breakfast. Just baking some biscuits to go along with my sausage gravy, vegan sausage gravy. Um, and yeah, so that's what I'm doing here. And now I'm just setting up my workstation, grabbing my laptop, and all my accessories and any papers that I need to work on for work. Okay, so right now I just finished triaging my emails. The first thing that I do when I'm working from home is I like to go through my emails and then respond to the ones that I need to respond to. And that's kind of like how I make my to-do list.
of what I need to do today by the emails that I received. So I got an email about a COVID case. So I need to work on that. I have a meeting at 9 o'clock that ends at 12. So right now I'm logged in waiting for them to let me into the meeting. But while I'm waiting, I'm just gonna start doing the paperwork um, for the case management part of having a COVID case at my school. So I'm going to work on that right now as I drink my coffee. At some point, I'm probably going to bring my personal fan over here because I'm getting a little warm. And I don't want to turn the AC on because I don't want to have to keep going back and forth between the AC and the heat. But it is going to be pretty warm here today. I think it's supposed to get up to like 75. I almost want to put something cute on, like some shorts. But I ain't going nowhere. We'll see. Okay, so right now we have a 5-minute break from my meeting, and then I'm gonna get back on. We're just doing a lot of professional developments right now, and so I decided to get on the treadmill to try to get my steps in because when I work from home, I don't get as many steps in for the day. So I'm doing that, and I'm looking at YouTube videos because I'm trying to organize my linen closet. It's a disaster. It's a hot mess. And so I'm trying to get some ideas on how to use the space efficiently. So yeah, I'm looking at that, and I'm gonna walk for, they gave us a 5-minute break, so I'm gonna do this for 4 minutes so that I can get back on my laptop in time.
So just finished up my meeting or professional development meeting, and I decided to hit the streets for a little walk, change of scenery, some vitamin D. So I am enjoying this for a little bit, and then I'll go back to finish up my day.
Alright, so right now I'm changing my position because I'm tired of sitting down, and I just jimmied up this little situation here so that I can stand at a comfortable height while I work. And I finished my first COVID case report, but since then I think I got 2 more notifications, so I just have to collect information from that and do 2 more reports. So yeah. Yeah. So basically what I do is I gather all the information that I need for the case management part, which is what are the signs and symptoms, when did the person become ill, when did they test positive. We don't really do contact tracing, but you kind of do it, but it's not as intense as it used to be. So basically, I will figure out what the person's schedule is, and what classrooms or classes that they've been involved with, and I'll document that so that in the event that a contact tracing needs to be conducted, at least all the information is there for whoever to take a deeper dive who's going to be doing that. And then I also notify the health department because they do track it for the case numbers. Um, I also have to notify the principal and the teachers involved because they do have to know how to code the person in case they're absent for a certain amount of days, and we don't want them to get penalized for that because they do have an illness. And so I send out a little generic message for that. Um, Typically speaking, I would send something directly to the principal for him to notify the appropriate staff, because we do want to keep it on a need to know basis for HIPAA laws. And then I'll send a separate notification with parties involved when it comes to attendance record purposes, so that they know how to code their attendance. And so there's a separate notification for that. And that pretty much sums it up. It takes me about 30 minutes, maybe 30 to 40 minutes to complete one case management process. And sometimes it can take a little bit longer than that if I'm able to make direct contact with the parent just to get more information. But because I am working from home, it is hard to talk to them directly because I don't have a work number. And if I use a Google number, it looks kind of suspect. So I feel like for the parents that do receive my calls, they see it and they don't answer it because they don't know who it is. And I can't argue with them. I can't be mad about that. So I would say that if I do get feedback from the parent in real time, it could take up to an hour to complete the whole case management process, from initiating a note or opening up a case to completing the various forms that I have to complete to get it out. When we were really like swamped with COVID and having to do the case management, and we were getting it, it was spreading rapidly, so it was really hard to keep up with it. And so I had to get help from my colleagues in the building to help with some of the paperwork part that you don't necessarily need to be a nurse to figure it out. Like, I can give you the information and then you can key in the stuff for me. Then they would send it back and we'll get it to where it needs to go. But since things are a little bit slower and I have a little routine, I'm able to complete it on my own. But if I was in the building right now and I got hit with 3 cases, I would not be able to finish it in a day, and I would kind of be a little irritated with the amount of paperwork that I have to do. So it would probably take me over the course of the week to finish it unless I tried to delegate it out to someone. But we are kind of short staffed, so I probably would not delegate it. I'd probably just try to get it done throughout the week. Okay, so I'm gonna start on my next case. Let's see how much work I get done. I honestly feel like the only thing I'm gonna get done today is my COVID cases. I wanted to work on immunizations, but I don't know if I'm gonna have a good outcome with that. So yeah. So I have about 10 more minutes left of my workday. Luckily, I ended up only having 2 cases that I needed to finish up. And now I'm contemplating if I'm contemplating if I want to work on uploading my scans, like my documentation. I don't even remember what's in these. Or if I want to work on I have 10 minutes. If I want to work on the training that I need to give out. So, let's see. Our next staff meeting is coming up. What day is that? Our staff meeting is until next week. So I have time to work on that. Let me put that on my calendar. So I use Google Calendar to keep track of my stuff. And let's see. So I'm just gonna put on my calendar that I have a staff meeting. Usually it's like at 2:15. So I have to decide what exactly am I going to be talking about. And I caught in between either talking about seizures or, not seizures, allergies, and do EpiPen training. And some other stuff. I'm trying to think if did I do EpiPen earlier this year? I don't think I did. So I have a PowerPoint for this already. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I'm not going to work on that today. I'm working on creating my to-do list of things that I can work on through the week. Can you believe in like 2 weeks is Thanksgiving? Wow. I'll work on it on Wednesday. At least I will try to. So, task. And I did not get to work on my immunizations, but I'm going to work on that on Wednesday. I'm gonna try. So I'm thinking the way the schedule is set up, I'm thinking that I'll work on those two things, one in the morning and one in the afternoon when the kids leave, because it just is, it's too much. And I think I'm going to work on the immunizations in the morning and the presentation when the kids leave. Because I might need to get like signatures done, so that I can start excluding kids that need to be excluded. Yeah, and I got some information today that I really didn't like about immunizations. Apparently, apparently kids have to be excluded within 20 days after they have been enrolled, and there's no grace given after that, which I feel like it's absurd because there's practically like no resources available for students to get their immunization, because they either don't have the vaccine, well, the clinics don't have the vaccine, or there's no appointments readily available. And so then, you know, you're trying to refer the kids out somewhere, and some of them don't have insurance. Some of them do have insurance, but those who do have it may have to pay extra because it's out of their network. And then for the ones that don't have it, just have to pay. And we're working with families that, you know, whose income isn't high, and so I just feel like it's not fair. There's just added unnecessary barriers for the kid's family and for the school nurse. So I'm gonna have to figure out something, how to tackle the issue when I go back into the office. But it is 4:30. My day is over. I am trying to operate in a space where I do my work in the allotted time that I have, and I go back and reclaim my life, because I have a life outside of work, and I don't want to burn myself out. So this is a day in the life of a school nurse, working from home. It's not so bad. I mean, I like going in to the office, but for the days that you get to do it at home, it's just more relaxing. You don't have people hitting you up and getting you distracted from your duties. And, you know, there's other little perks too. I'm in the comfort of my own home. I saved on gas because I do drive a good little distance to get to work, so I saved money on that. But hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you want more video content around me being a school nurse. Peace.
You could take another sip, another sip, another sip, another sip. Yeah. I only take a little bit, little bit, little bit.